All right, we'll start today here, settled into our seats. Just a couple of quick reminders for anyone watching this via the YouTube. If you couldn't sign on this morning because you had the old logins for the Zoom classes, or if you'd like to join us live and don't have those logins, please make sure that you are either checking or subscribing to the newsletter. Our summer class schedule began yesterday, and we have all new login information for these classes. We are, of course, hoping that we can resume in-person classes before the end of the summer. We just have to wait and see what that looks like for Southern Illinois and Southern Indiana as far as state reopening goes. And another thing to note is this is from the first run of our new t-shirts, the Don't Harsh My Zen shirt. It says at the top of the back, Wild Thing Yoga on it. If you'd like to order one, let me know, and I will make sure that yours goes in with the next printing batch. So from there, settling into your chair, settle yourself back in your seat, roll your shoulders up and back. Allow your hands to come somewhere comfortable on your body. Check in that your ankles, your heels of your feet are directly below your knees here. Finding that nice 90-degree angle, knees straight out from your hips. Nice and stable in your body today. Chin slightly tucked so the crown of the head lifts. That neck is nice and long at the back. Begin to settle into your body. Noting the connection of your feet to the floor. Noticing the connection of your hips and your thighs to your chair. Your back to the back of your chair. What does it feel like to be you today? What does your body physically feel like? Do you feel heavy or light? Many of us are feeling weighed down by the things happening in our world right now. And that can physically manifest in our body. Allow yourself some time here to check in. To notice the weight that you're carrying. Begin to notice your thoughts. And what you're carrying here as well. Many of us are feeling pulled in multiple directions. We're in heavy fight or flight right now. It's very hard to find stillness in our minds, even on a good day. Allow yourself to parse through those thoughts, that chaos, the weight of the world. Not solving anything, but just noticing what is there for you today, what you've brought to your practice, what you've carried to your mat. Bringing awareness, that physical and mental weight. Begin to notice your breath. Notice the depth of your inhale and length of your exhale, simply as they are. If you're noticing that they're short, fast, that's the breath of fight or flight. The physical ramification of that stress that we're carrying. Begin to allow yourself to balance out your breath, working towards an even inhale and even exhale. From there, deepening your breath. And maybe this deepening is slow at first. Maybe it's just a couple of pulses more. Find that steady, long, deep breath. That breath that allows us to shift. That breath that allows us to release. That breath that allows us to root down. From here, let your arms hang heavy at your sides. We're going to take a practice here for a moment that comes from my dear friend and instructor, Kevin McCallan. Kevin is a strong believer in the power of shaking. And what that actually means is actually physically shaking out the body. This connects into our nervous system and allows that energy, that irritation, that frustration, that weight that we may be carrying physically and mentally to sort of evaporate, to shake away, to get rid of it. So we're going to start just with our hands. Shaking your hands, beginning to allow that to move up the arm, maybe beginning to bounce the body a bit. This is a practice that you can use anytime you're feeling anxious or irritable. Begin to let the head go. Just let the body bounce. You can even begin to bounce your heels a bit here in the seat. You're going to notice a reflection of your shake around the room. You might hear things starting to bounce along with you. Speed it up or slow it down, whatever you need. And allow yourself to come to stillness. Seated back in your chair. Nice deep breaths, sigh out your exhales here. Next, inhale, let the arms reach high. Exhaling, hands come to heart center, taking this movement with your breath here. Inhale up. Allow your spine to come a little longer, coming away from the back of your chair. Begin to engage your core a bit here. Next, exhale, take a swan dive over your lap, dropping into a heavy fold here. Allow your arms to be heavy, your head to be heavy. Breathe deeply here. Sigh it out if you need. Give your head a nice subtle shake, yes. And a nice subtle shake, no. Allow your head to return to center here. Bring your hands to your shins, straighten your back here, coming out from your hips, crown of the head pulling forward. Taking an active seated lift here. Visualize or physically notice your tailbone pressing back, crown of the head pulling forward. Belly button is active to the spine, having that core active here. Next, exhale, drop heavy, roll over your knees, let your head be heavy. Next, inhale, take a reverse swan dive, coming up, lifting from those hips through the core. Arms reach high to seated extended mountain. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Slide yourself out to the edge of your seat. Check in once again that those heels are directly under your knees directly out from your hips here. We're going to take half sun salutation A at the chair. Arms at your sides, palms turned open here in seated mountain. Next, inhale, arms reach high to seated extended mountain. Exhale, swan dive forward, bending from those hips. Take your nice deep fold. Inhale, find that active half lift at seated here. Hands to the ankles or shins. Length through the spine. Exhale, heavy. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring yourself back up to seated extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring the hands back down, palms face the front of your room. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart. Hands down, seated mountain. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise. 3 more. Follow your own breath here, finding your rhythm. You need to pause in one of these places and take an extra breath. Feel free to do so. One more all the way through. Pause at heart center. 3 deep, heavy breaths here. Sigh it out. Hands to your knees, take some cat-cow, exhale, rolling back. Inhale, coming forward to open across the heart. Taking this movement with your breath. Back to a tall, neutral spine. Reach your right hand back, left hand to the right knee. Inhale, tall. Exhale, take your twist. Next, inhale, bring yourself through center. Left hand reaches back, right hand to the left knee. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Take some cat-cow once more. Back at a neutral spine here. We're going to take our right foot on its edge next to the left arch. Just allowing that right knee to fall open here. Inhale up nice and tall. Exhale, take a fold. Starting out nice and subtle here in this hip opener. Weight is rooted into that left foot, pressing into the floor here. Next, inhale, using that core, lift yourself back up to seated. Switching sides, planting the right foot, left foot on its edge, allowing that left knee to fall open. Inhale, tall. Exhale, take your fold. Next, inhale, lifting up. Rooting that left foot back to the floor. This time, bringing that right ankle to the knee if you can. If this is not accessible to you, you can place a block or a pillow, something in between the ankle and the knee to rest your foot on. But coming up tall here once you're settled in. And on an exhale, take that fold. Opening the low back and the back of that right hip a bit more. Next, inhale, lifting up, releasing that right foot to the floor. Left foot comes over either onto a prop between the ankle and knee or onto the knee itself. Inhale tall. Exhale, take your fold. Next, inhale, rise up. Release that left foot. One more bit of stretching on our hips here at seated today. We're going to take that right knee over the left. Now you can step that left foot to that midline of the body here to get this cross. Taking that so the legs are angled in towards one another, knees are crossed. Again, if this is something that's not accessible to your body, just cross that right leg over the left and let the toes rest on the floor or on a prop if you've got a pillow or a block there. Inhale up nice and tall. We're going to take a seated twist here today. So taking that left hand over that right knee or the thigh, right arm's going to reach back. Exhale, take that twist. We're not really pressing on that right knee, but we are creating a bit of extra tension here to give ourselves just a little bit deeper twist in the body. Breathing in this posture. Next inhale is going to bring you through center, and you're going to take that right hand to that knee. Reach the left hand back and take the counter twist on an exhale. Next inhale is going to bring you back to center, uncrossing the legs and taking that cross on the opposite side. So stepping that right foot to the midline of the body, left knee over, or just the leg crossed in front. Beginning that twist here, right hand to the left knee, left hand reaches back. Exhale, take that deep twist. Next, inhale, bringing you back and switching sides, left hand to the left knee, right hand reaches back. Exhale, take your counter twist. Inhaling back to center and cross the legs. Step the feet back below your knees here, finding that 90-degree angle again. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, find cow, taking this movement with your breath here. Back to a tall, neutral spine. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, take that forward fold. Hang heavy here. Give your head a gentle shake, yes. And a gentle shake, no. Allow the head to come to neutral. Next, inhale, rise high to extended seated mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step your feet to meet. So big toes touch. Your heels might touch, but we're really just looking for the big toes to meet one another here. Set up nice and tall through the spine. On your next exhale, you're going to bring this left elbow over towards your right thigh. So exhale, bending and twisting into seated twisted chair. Next, inhale brings you up to center. Exhale, opposite side, right elbow towards that left thigh. Inhale back to center. Release the hands to your sides, palms open. Step your feet back to directly under your knees, finding that alignment once more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. We're going to take that twist again, but this time with the feet apart. Exhale, find that twist. This time, if you would like to take the twist deeper, you can open the arms wide. You can even start to take your gaze up towards the ceiling, allowing that left elbow and right thigh to press into one another, creating that resistance here to open the body a bit more. Mindful in this opening though. Listen to your body. Connect to your breath here. Next, exhale, bring the hands back to meet at heart center. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, taking that right elbow to the left thigh. Opening the arms wide, extending the gaze up if the body feels like it's ready. Always be mindful in your body and your breath here. Next, exhale, hands come closed at heart center. Inhale back. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, take a nice deep heavy fold. Arms heavy. Bounce the arms up and down here. Shaking the arms out. Let your hands shake. Your head might start to shake a bit. That's good. And come to stillness. Breathing here in your fold. Next, inhale, take a nice slow roll up to seated this time. Let the hands come up the legs. Chin stays tucked until you get all the way up, letting the head come up as well. Flip the backs of your hands onto your thighs here, palms facing up, active through your core, nice and tall through the spine. Next, exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Inhale and bring the head up through center. Exhale, drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Next, inhale, head comes up to center. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift your head back up to center, nice and slow. Point the fingers of the right hand towards the mat, palm staying open towards the front of the room. Exhale and drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Taking that slightly deeper stretch here. Finding that engagement down the arm. Next, inhale, bring the head back up to center. Back of the right hand to the thigh. Left fingertips extend towards your mat. Exhale, drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. Next, inhale, bring the head back to center. Left hand back to your thigh. Exhale, drop the chin to your chest. Give your head a very gentle rock side to side here. Microscopic in your movements. Notice what is there in those tendons and ligaments, shoulder blades. Releasing some of the weight of the world here. Bringing your head back to center. On your inhale, slowly allow it to roll back up. Set yourself back in your chair. Bring your hands somewhere comfortable on your body. The shoulders roll back and down. Settle in for some meditation practice here. Connect into your breath. Noticing the flow of your inhale and your exhale. Noticing the rhythm of your breath. Begin to notice your body. From the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. Where does your body feel heavy, weighted down? Where does your body feel light and released? Can you begin to bring the two to balance? Shifting a little bit of that heaviness into the light part. A little bit of that lightness to your heavier part. Allowing your breath to be the tool that shifts this. Maybe even visualizing those places. From here on an inhale, from the tips of your fingers to the crown of your head. We're going to close out our practice before our seated Shavasana with a bit of tapping, which goes along very nicely with the shaking we started our practice with. Another way to move that energy out of the body a bit. So tapping here at the crown of your head with your fingertips, just bouncing the fingertips off of the head. Bring those fingertips to the top of the brow, right across your forehead, maybe even into the temples a bit. Down by the sides of your eyes, the outer edges of your head here. And under your eyes, the tops of your cheeks. And the space between your nose and upper lip. And on your chin. Left wrist. Right wrist. Tops of your thighs. Maybe even from your hips down to your knees and back. Right wrist. Left wrist. And we accidentally skipped our clavicle on the way down, so we'll do the top of our chest here a little longer so it doesn't feel left out. And back at our chin. And the upper lip. Below the eyes. And the sides of the eyes. Forehead. And top of the head up at the crown. From there, bring your hands to a place that is comfortable on your body. Begin to allow yourself to become a little heavier in your seat. 3 nice, deep, sighing breaths here. 1, to let go of what was. 1, to let go of what is. And 1, to let go of what may be. Allowing yourself some time here to pause, to be heavy in your body, a bit more peaceful in your mind, soft and intentional in your breath. On your next exhale, let the arms come heavy at the sides of the body. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hands back to heart center. 3 deep breaths here, together as one, a global community. Thumbs come to the forehead center. The divine light within me recognizes and deeply reflects the divine light within you all. Namaste.